If going to the port of Kusadasi, it is a must to go to Ephesus at least once. This can be easily done by a ship's excursion, leaving by coach directly from the pier, or easily by private guide just outside the pier. You will find that a private guide is more tailored to your own requirements and can actually be cheaper, as well as not being one of a large crowd. Whichever you do, take drinking water and some good footwear. One of the sites you may wish to add is the House of the Virgin Mary. This is a place of pilgrimage where St. John is reported to have brought Mary to live following the crucifixion. Yes, it has a touristy entrance, but with toilets, an important factor. This is a holy place, and one should dress accordingly. It is a strange place, as it has a peaceful atmosphere despite being so busy. Having a good guide is one of the keys for a good day here. The house itself is small and filming is not allowed inside. Having a private tour makes re-entry easier. There is also space to light a candle, as well as being able to take the holy water from one of the locations below. Turkey, land of the genuine fake, something that makes sense once you know the system. Entrance to Ephesus can be either from the upper or lower entrances. It might be worth asking if you can enter at the top and leave at the bottom entrance, so that the walk back up the hill is avoided, although there is a good reason to start at the bottom if going privately. The top entrance has the smaller theatre, the Odeon, which can be seen from the roadside. You will pass a number of ruins that are still being explored among the wonderful Turkish countryside. Like the top, the lower entrance is full of touristy opportunities, but this suddenly stops once one goes past the ticket barrier. Instead, you are on the relatively level cobbled road, leading to the ruins. Ephesus is rich in legend. In some, it was built following signs from the Oracle of Delphi. Others claim it was built by Amazons and named after their queen, Ephesus. This 3,000-year-old city has had a dramatic history full of earthquake, fire, destruction and rebuilding. And a guide for here is essential. You may be fortunate on your arrival to be greeted with a performance on the harbour street. It may feel strange to consider a harbour street when the sea is now so far away. There was a time when the sea reached this once important port. Turning to the left is the famous and still being worked on theatre. This large, amazing theatre is still in use now for such things as ballet performances, but in recent years has hosted musical performances by world-class performers. Many ship excursions do not go to the museum. and yet it is well worth it. This tasteful and modern addition gives a dramatic history of the city and makes sense of and gives context to what you will see later. It is a wonderful place, the museum, but be warned, there is no seating inside, so one may find yourself standing for some time. After leaving the museum, one proceeds to the main agora, once a busy market and shopping area where St. Paul worked as a tent maker. St. Paul, whose letters may have later been the basis for the Bible's book of Ephesians. Yet, it is leaving here that one sees what is perhaps the most iconic site, the Celsius Library, once a challenger for the most important library in the world, and one of the reasons the world moved from using papyrus to parchment, and also created books. From here, walking can be challenging, with smooth, hilly and uneven surfaces. Go back towards the theatre on the Marble Road and you will get a glimpse at the massive drainage system as well as an advert. It says, "Go left to find love for money." It leads to a brothel. Or, on your right, there's the enclosed terraced houses. This costs more, and again, ship's excursions are unlikely to include it. An idea of the mosaics that show the status of those who lived there can be seen just outside. You will begin to realise that this was a city and not a single road. There are streets and passages to explore. Along with gates, temples and fountains. And a good guide will reveal their hidden meanings and functions. Even down to the toilets. A ship's excursion does have some advantages. They are easy to book, simple to do, able to cancel, and guarantee getting you back to the ship. But they are normally larger groups and have a fixed program. Private tours are more personal, can be tailored, sometimes cheaper, and may have insurance that covers costs to get you back to the ship, but realistic planning should prevent the need for that. On a side note, look out for the original Nike swoosh. You will most likely be offered the chance to have a local lunch and a carpet making experience. Easy to get out of with a private tour. However, we did go and felt no pressure to buy a carpet and found the experience very interesting. This is based on my experience of visiting Ephesus, but I've left comments open so that others may share theirs as well to give a more balanced and objective view for others to benefit from.